Good evening, SFLm, and welcome to Game 2 this evening of Season 11, where Philadelphia comes into Anchorage on this beautiful day. I'm Charles Doherty, play-by-play, and I'm joined by the one, the only mad scientist in the SFL, coach of Vancouver, Mark Lopez. How you doing, Mark?
I'm doing okay. It's a pleasure going to be calling the game with you once again, Charles, after a long time of not being in the booth with you. But we got a great game in our hands today, Charles. After a great one in the first block, I'm excited for another series of games here tonight.
Yeah, I know. We're going to see a lot of new faces starting their journey here in the SFL. And one thing's for sure, we're going to have a lot of daylight. It doesn't get dark that much in Alaska this time of year, my friend.
No, there's not. And you can see right there, bright skies today. Well, tonight for some of us in the rest of the world, it's a bright, sunny day.
Looks like Anchorage will be receiving the ball. Let's get this going, my friend. Ball taken out past the 30, still going to the 40, almost to the 40. Out comes the Anchorage offense led by rookie Mikhail Pajak. John Osmosis at halfback and Aunt Tim, fullback Chevy Monte Carlo. Wide receivers Kevin Parker, Joey Hightower, Elliot Pope Jr., Bobby Tarantino, tight end Sanj Singh, tackle Jackie Jones and Fullerton Galaraza, guards Rose Steele, Eamon Pickle, and on special teams we got a kicker Joe Garfield and punter Trace Welsh. Here we are on first down, lining up in shotgun with two backs.
Interesting.
Back to pass, looks like he's running it.
Oh, Mikhail.
Well, I thought it was going to be a loss there, but no gain for Pajak. What are you looking for tonight, Mark?
I mean, we want to see these budding rookies play some ball, play some good ball. Pajak there with his first ever snap of his career gets brought down. But it's the rookie season for him. It's going to be a developmental thing for every rookie in this team. We'll see how he improves in this next play.
Okay, back in shotgun. Looks like a draw play up the middle to Aunt Tim, gets a couple yards out of that, brought down by Golden.
Yeah, nice handoff there to the returnee from San Jose last season in the minor league. Last season had 61 carries, 192 yards. That's good for 3.1 yards per carry. Going to be an important weapon in this offense.
The shotgun play here. Back goes Pajak down the middle. Gets a completion, but just short of the first down mark.
And that's a tackle by number 20 from Chicago, one of the backup defensive players, and that forces a stop here against Anchorage.
All right, so first series, it's a 3 and out, and Philadelphia's back for the punt. Gets the ball on the 5-yard line, takes it out a little bit past the 15, and what stands out to you on the Cougar offense, Mark?
Well, I mean, you got both Mike Skamizniak and Jesse Fress returning from last season. They played for Philly as well, and they were both important pieces in this offense, looking to continue on their successes from last season.
They also got two stud wide receivers in Rojas and McBrownski as well. I'm expecting them to pass a lot to them. And off up the left side, not going anywhere, brought down, loss of 2. Threats met at the line by that Anchorage defense.
Yeah, number 26 on the tackle, the free safety, Spider Webb, a great name, but with the rookie coming into his first season here with the Anchorage Wolves. Nice tackle.
Back to pass goes Philadelphia, caught, past the chains, first down, caught by McBrownski. Not a perfect pass, but just enough to put the ball right where the defender couldn't get it, Mark.
Yeah, Mike finds his returning receiver in McBrownski. Great season last season, 233 yards, 14 receptions, and you're right, that wasn't the best pass, but Ledham really brought that ball in.
Just down at 10, moving down the field. Wide receiver motion to the top of the screen. Back for another pass. No pressure at all. Almost had it Another pass to McBrownski, but looks like he couldn't hang on to it. Now we're looking at 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense. You want to throw it to McBrownski, one of your better receivers and one of your bigger receivers for Philadelphia Cougars. McBrownski ties up at 6'3", 195. A good target for Samizniak.
We go to pass again. Oh, what a dart. What a laser pass to Zoma, the tight end.
Yeah, coming in from the Pro League Dev team from Carolina, makes a nice catch down the middle. In coverage, no less. And what a throw by Skamizniak there. Just inches above the helmet of the linebacker.
Yeah, it looks like the inside linebacker Oman was there in coverage, but back was to the quarterback. Didn't see that ball coming. We're looking at 1st and 10. Two wide split backfield. Inaudible at the line. Run off tackle. We got a couple yards here. Looks like we got a 1st down. Nice run there by Fretz.
And Charles, the blocking of Philadelphia looked stellar in that 1 down. Look at this. Every single receiver and tight end picking up their blocks, holding onto their blocks, allowing 10 yards to be picked up by Fretz. It's a 1st down, and now this Cougars offense is surging.
Yeah, nice drive so far. And another first down on the 48-yard line, excuse me. Tight end in motion to the bottom of the screen.
5-2 looking defense.
Another run off guard. Another good run there. This time it looks like that's with, excuse me, that one is Witherson, I believe.
Looked like it. And Witherson the 4th versus Bobby Green on that tackle. Victory Witherson 1-0 his way as he picks up 9.
Looks like they're lining up in some simple packages, but it's working. Pass, run. It looks like they can do whatever they want against this Anchorage defense. Another run off tackle. Another great run by Fretz. He's still going. Brought down by number 26, Spider Webb. That free safety is going to be busy all night if they can't get some pressure there on the line, Mark.
For sure. And Fretz shrugging off, dunking on him. And then, before being tackled by Spider Webb, good tackle, by the way, by Spider Webb on Fretz. It's not too often you see, a rookie show up, basically a returning player in the minor league, and what a tackle, but what a run, too.
The runs, they're not like mixing up the plays. They just know what works, and they're running again. Sure. Witherspoon for no gain there, but so far, I don't recall there being a negative play in this drive.
No, I mean, if it worked the last few times, why changed it? Just keep testing that defensive line and those inside linebackers. Uh-oh. Motion on the defense. All out blitz, perhaps. We'll see.
There we go. So they're lining up in man, maybe send some heat on. They ran it off. Tackle again. My. Another decent run. Got 3, looking at a 3rd and 7. Let's see how this Anchorage defense digs in.
Somebody check Jesse Fretz for inflatables under his uniform. He just bounced off everywhere.
That's right. He's very agile. 3rd and 7. Empty backfield. 4 wide. I'd end off tackle. Let's see what they do. Deep drop. Go in deep. Caught. Oh, no. Dropped at the last moment. Intended for McBrownski. And number 29, Eric Belmont, breaks up the pass. We're looking at 4th and 7. It's all in the drive. Let's see if they go for a field goal.
Yeah, great, wide open, 1-on-1 battle by Belmont. The Queen City Dev Team player coming in here for Anchorage, and Philadelphia won't be able to kick the field goal. They're way out of range of their kicker.
Very high punt. Doesn't go a long distance, but gets us somewhat of a favorable bounce. Ball goes back to Anchorage, and they really need to improve on that last series, Mark.
They sure did. They picked up a grand total of maybe an inch in their previous drive as Pajak sacked, or basically tackled, and then a short gain, and then tackled again. Pajak in the shotgun again here, Charles.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of shotgun from Anchorage so far. Draw play up the middle. Tim gets barely a yard and tackled by Nick Fargo, inside linebacker.
And these draw plays, I like these plays, but it's tough when you only have 2 star linemen on the field and trying to patch up the roster with three basically backup linemen. We'll see what Pajak decides to do here. We'll pass.
Oh, the
Oh,
heat up the middle.
yikes!
Number 92, Booger McFarland, just blasted through. The offensive line had no answer for the defensive tackle, and we're looking at a huge loss for Anchorage.
Oh, he was left unchecked. Number 77, the offensive line unable to provide any protection. The backup Lance Nemo. And that's going to be the struggle with only those two offensive linemen. Pajak is going to have to keep running for his life here. Will throw for 15 yards.
Yeah, he's looking at a 3rd and 15, the rookie out here. Let's see what he does deep in his own territory. Sends the tight end in motion to the bottom of the screen. Deep drop. He's in the end zone. He's going to have to get rid of it. Oh, just barely gets rid of it. And caught! What a pass! Oh, my God. To Kevin Parker. A laser down the middle. Threw it where only Parker could catch it. But decent coverage there by Drizzy, but just not enough.
Great throw. His second completion of his career, and he throws a beautiful rainbow to Kevin Parker. Kevin Parker returning to the minor leagues from San Jose last season will be a key weapon here as they line up shotgun again with Twins.
I think we're going to see shotgun a lot tonight. Just a short pass to the top of the screen to Singh. Looking at 2nd and 8.
Bunch Singh, the tight end, last season also with San Jose. They got 4 San Jose players here with Anchorage. Singh with 13 receptions, 159 yards last season.
Red look, another shotgun play. Back goes Pajak, draw play up the middle. Good run, still going. That's the first down, still moving those legs. 1st and 10, move the chains.
Man, Charles, how often do you see a halfback make it all the way to the final level of defense before being tackled? That's what happened here, as some key blocks downfield at the 2nd level. A nice, or basically a missed tackle, as one of the DBs was still chasing the wide receiver. Didn't know a run play was happening.
He's a shifty runner, number 44. 1st and 10. Ajak back in shotgun. Let's see what he does. Draw play again up the middle. Another decent play. This time Osmosis with 6.
That's a pretty nice draw play. It really looked like he was postured to throw there, Pajak, and just sneakily hands the ball off. Back shotgun again here. Two backs with him.
For another draw. There goes Fritz.
Nice.
There goes the movement of the chains. First down. Number 44 is really impressing me tonight. He's very elusive and gets into that gap quick.
Elusive and, sneakily strong, as he's just bringing people down with him.
Motion to the top of the screen. 1st and 10. Decent series so far for Anchorage. Let's see what they do here as they're approaching the red zone. Back to pass. A swing pass out to the top of the screen. 1 yard. Wallace says, "You're not going anywhere, sir."
Well, that's fine. We've seen Pajak throw it deep one time. We've seen this run game out of the draw plays pick up plenty of yards here. And triple into shotgun now.
Too wide at the bottom of the screen. Back goes Pajak. Draw play up the middle.
Beautiful.
He's going, Tim. Nice play. Just short of the first down. I mean, that could be looked at, but man, good run again. Nice blocking by that offensive line.
It was great. And, that's 4 offensive linemen for Pajak. Jackie Jones, Fulton Galarza, Rostil, and even Pickle. Great blocking downfield.
3rd and inches. Back to Pat. Another draw.
Oh.
Me up the middle.
Yeah.
Osmosis. First down. Move the chains. Good drive so far by Anchorage.
It almost looks like a counter play where the halfback runs horizontally before cutting vertically and then you add the great blocking and it's a first down.
Pass gets a little heat, throws it, and just into the crowd, and I think he just barely avoided an interception there. Number 23, Tyler Highfield, good coverage downfield.
Couldn't see who the target was, but whoever it was got sandwiched by two DBs and couldn't come away with the catch.
See what they do on 2nd and 10, back in shotgun. Almost quarter in here. We got 2 seconds left. Draw play.
10.
There he goes, 10. Nice run.
what?
Another first. Third and 1. That was not the best mark ever as we end the first quarter. What a fast quarter, Mark.
Fast quarter indeed. Wow,
We're
and
scoreless.
it's scoreless, but it's a great scoreless.
Yeah, what an exciting. I mean, both of these teams are firepower, but as they get closer to the red zone, the defense is starting to dig their heels in. Let's see what Philadelphia Cougars can do here.
On the credit, Rose Steele in the previous play, great lead blocker as she run basically 10 yards to give a key block downfield.
The draw play, another first down. Move the chains. They are past the 10 at the 7, maybe 8-yard line. First and goal for Anchorage.
And at this point, if you're in Philadelphia, you're basically saying, okay, I think every play is going to be a draw. Don't sell out for the pass and start collapsing on this running back.
Kind of you're saying kind of put the pressure on Pajak to see what he can do downfield?
Mm-hmm.
Probably. Hey, I'm not going to question you.
We'll
The
see
mad
if that's what they
scientist
have.
coach. First and goal. Another draw play. And another positive gain, maybe 1 or 2 yards.
Yeah, and this time, the linebackers and the defensive line able to provide some resistance in the box there. It's a 2-yard gain, as you said.
Are you thinking that the defense is going to get wise to that and maybe start shutting it down here as we get later into the game?
Very likely. We see already 7 in the box. Blitzing 2 extra linebackers.
Play. He's going.
Wow.
He's tackled there by Wallace Jr., the outside linebacker. Thought we were going to get a spin and a dance in the end zone.
Yeah, it was wide open because Philadelphia sent 2 extra linebackers to the outside edge, but it was a run down the middle. You felt like it was open, but great tackle by Wallace Jr. Pajak.
Running up the middle. Let's see what he does. And he gets a touchdown. He slides in for his first touchdown in the SFL minor league. And it's a run. Got some pressure, tucked it in, and ran like a veteran. Made that decision. Wow. Nice drive. Way to answer up that drive by Philly that didn't result in any points. But Anchorage said, let's show you how it's done.
Yes, sir. And great composure, great decision making there with 6 yards to go. Nobody left in the end zone to throw to, but Pajak so opened pay dirt and said, I'll take it home. I'll get 6 for the team. And what a way to start the game for the first game of this franchise, the Anchorage Bowl.
And I tell you, I don't know if you saw it when that stat popped up. Him, the halfback for Anchorage, is averaging 7 yards a carry.
Oh, dang. Okay. Impressive.
Anchorage lining up for the kickoff. Excited to see here what Cougars do on offense, how they answer this score by Anchorage. It's the ball past the 30, still going to the 40, fighting up to maybe the 39-yard line. And out comes the offense for Philadelphia. Skamizniak, it's your turn, sir.
Yep. Time to answer back here, but we're going to see plenty of good field positions here, Charles. Is this the second time Philadelphia finds themselves at their 39-yard line?
First and 10, like you said, on the 39-yard line. It's like a tale of 2 different offenses, Mark. You see a lot of conservative formations on the Cougar side where it's all shotgun by Anchorage so far. The backfield back to pass in the middle. Open.
Wow.
Nice pass. Nice route. Brought in by Victor Rojas, number 17. Move the chains.
Yeah, great open route there by Rojas, and he's going to be a stud of a player for this Cougars offense. 73 receptions, 1,200 yards last season in the minor league, Charles, to go along with 4 touchdowns. Finally makes his presence known here in the second quarter.
And it looks like they've done a lot of work in practice on that route because it looks like they could throw it with their eyes closed. Here we go, first and 10, past the 50. Run off guard, still going. Decent run by Freds. Looking at 2nd and 4 after a 6-yard gain.
Great run, but the fullback eliminating one of the outside linebackers for Anchorage meant that was one potential tackler out of the picture, picking up 6 yards for the team. And great play there by everyone.
Plenty of options here on 2nd and 4. 7 minutes and 40 seconds left. A run. Fighting for that first down. But Witherson is brought down just, well, no, it looks like he got a first down. Wow. There are interesting spots tonight, my friend.
For sure. It's the tale as old as time of SFL refs missing their eye doctor appointments and just showing up to games with only 10-20 vision or something.
Just outside of red zone. Oh!
So close.
So close. Looked like McBrownski was going to have that one-arm catch, but Spiderweb said, no, sir.
Yep. Almost looked like shades of K. Marion with those one-handed grabs, but just George Luz as McBrownski hit with the catch.
2nd and 10. They're showing blitz on defense. I don't know who he was. I know who he was throwing to, but looks like maybe that was either a bad route or the timing was knocked off. Not sure. That play did not look good from the start.
And whatever the case, credit to those Anchorage linebackers blitzing fast and blitzing heavy. 2 linebackers coming on to the face of Stamiziak, forcing that throw.
3rd down. We've got 4 wide. Single back look.
Way out of field goal range.
See what they do. Let's see if they get that first down. Big test here for Anchorage defense. Thrown, almost intercepted. 4th and 10. The Anchorage defense holds. And number 42, Bobby Green, shuts it down.
Another returning player from San Jose coming in to join the ranks of the Anchorage defense. Will put up a pass deflection here, and Anchorage's great defense shows up once again. They bent, but did not break the previous offensive drive by the Cougars. Ended it with a punt, and now the second one with a punt again.
Nice punt. Nice special teams coverage by the Cougars. Anchorage gets it on their 11-yard line. Let's see what Mikael Pajak and the rest of that Wolves offense can do.
Well, Mikael Pajak basically was in the same position here, Charles, in the last drive, just about near the shadow of their end zone, inside the 15, and now again inside the 11.
And he's in shotgun. 1st and 10, like you said. A little under 7 to go in the half. Back to Pat. Oh, another draw. They're fooling me all night there. Good run by Tim. He's like taking out 7 at a time, 6 at a time. Not many plays tonight where he's brought down at the line or behind the line.
Yeah, except for the first drive, it really is just Tim taking advantage of those incredible blocking by their linemen.
Another draw up the middle, and another decent run by Anchorage, and he's still going past first down marker. Great run by Osmosis. Thought he was going to get brought down for maybe a 6-yard gain, but man, his legs kept turning.
He did turn those legs. He also outran the defensive end, Shin Yuneda. Yuneda unable to catch up despite Osmosis being slowed down at the line of scrimmage.
Wide look at a shotgun, 2 backs. Wide receiver in motion down to the bottom of your screen. It looks like maybe a zone look with a nickel show. Mark, I'm going to trust your judgment on that one, but all the way up the middle, another nice run. And, Tim's putting on a running exposition here, another 8.
Yeah, it's basically working. And these draw plays out of those shotgun looks, you still have to pick your poison if you're the defense, right? Are they going to pass? Are they going to run? And mostly running, and Cougars picking the wrong poison.
Yeah, there's another draw. Oh, and a fumble! Who's going to get it? It looks like it's recovered by Kevin Say Jr.
Oh my goodness,
Sorry.
That's how you stop this, seemingly unstoppable running defense. Force a turnover on these players who are still developing. Might not have the best as far as both security goes, Charles. And that's what happens on the field.
Yeah, that was a nice hit there. Good. That's, those veteran defensive players, they know where to hit you, where you're going to let that ball go. You really got to hold on to that ball tightly. Here we go, 1st and 10. Life with the Philadelphia Cougars here. Back in the 30-yard line. They're threatening to score. Back to pass. Down the middle. Almost complete. It looked like that was deflected at the last second by Terrence Newman, the cornerback.
Yeah, just a one-on-one. Newman basically was in the zone coverage, but quickened the adjustment to force the hit and force the ball to not be completed.
They're sitting in a good spot here. Philadelphia's definitely got to walk away with some points here because they got it on a, they've got a gift here that they need to capitalize on. Second and 10. Back to pass, short drop, a little bit of pressure. Nice pass. Dumped it off to, I believe that's McBrownski. First and 10.
It is. We've seen a similar play like that, Charles, where it's some sort of post route the receiver underneath the defender. Great inside leverage there by McBrownski underneath the cornerback and makes himself open for the pass.
It looked like the line did a pretty good job of protecting their quarterback as well. We're looking at first and 10, coming to the 5-minute mark here in the first half. Single back look with 3 wide. One off tackle. Looks like that's going to be brought down. Well, for no gain. Number 54, Zachary Babineau. A nice tackle, nice read and react.
That was the Jad McPherson versus Al Friedman on the line there. Al Friedman pushed backwards, and that basically halted Fretz, I believe, who was running the ball.
Second down and 10, just barely past the 20-yard line. They're knocking on the door mark. They send motion to the top of the screen with the wide receiver. 2-back look, back to pass. No pressure at all. Nice blocking, and they carve out 7. Nice dump off to number 15, Queen Jackson.
Kamizniak, a decent showing so far. By the way, last season had a great season. 2,400 passing yards to go with 16 touchdowns to 15 interceptions.
Yes,
a rare positive
there in the pocket.
He is, and the protection is doing well in this drive.
And 3, just under 4 minutes. Looks like they're showing blitz. Anchorage got some pressure up the middle. Nice coverage in the end zone. Intercepted by number 29, Eric Belmonth.
Wow.
Kamizniak threw right into the crowd. I don't know what he saw, but 2 defenders were there, along with Terrence Newman.
And I think those black and blue uniforms just blended into the black and blue turf, Charles.
Okay, all right.
Kamizniak basically camouflage. Yeah, exactly. Strategic uniform selection.
The defense answered after the last turnover. We got 2 turnovers for the last 2 series. Mikael Pajak has the ball. Let's see what they can do here with 3 minutes and 51 seconds. Ball play up the middle. Nice stiff arm. Go past the first down. Oh my gosh, out of bounds. Another great run there by Tim.
Did Tim just bring down a man twice his size there, Charles? It just looked like it. And let's see the replay. 3 people down on the ground at the same time. Wow. Before being pushed out of bounds.
And then he decides to, put a little stiff arm on Kevin Say, the strong safety at the end.
Yes, he sure did.
First and 10, clock ticking. We're coming up to 3 minutes here. Back in shotgun, 2 wide receivers and 1 back in the backfield. Back to pass. Oh, that drop that wasn't going anywhere. And we have an injured player, Wallace, the outside linebacker. Looks like he's down.
Tough loss here because, against this run game, this run style that Anchorage is doing, you kind of need every help you need in the linebacker locker room. And definitely, 1 man down. It's gonna be tough for them.
Comes back, and great defense there, though, by Philadelphia. And we're looking at 2nd and long. Let's see what Anchorage has got in their book.
Might pass here.
Yeah, I think they'll line up in shotgun.
I think so.
Shotgun. There's a little bit of a rollout. Almost intercepted by number 20, Rondé Barber. Wow, that was another instance. We saw it on the other side for Philadelphia. I don't think Pajak saw that defender standing there.
Yeah, he probably trusted on his receiver to break out on the route that would free him up, but the defenders were privy to that route and covered quickly.
14, sending the wide receiver in motion again. A lot of pre-snap motion we're seeing for Anchorage.
Putting up the right side.
Seconds on the play clock. Back the snap. Deep drop. Rolling out of the pocket. Throws it. Caught just past the chains. Elliott Pope Jr.
Yeah.
What a rope.
And the second time Elliott makes a great catch on 3rd and long. It was the same situation in the previous drive where Pajak in the shadow of his end zone had to make something out of 3rd and 15, and Elliott was there for the heroics.
You were asking for a one-handed catch, and you got it. Back to pass, shotgun, goes out of the pocket again. Heat coming up, and down
My
he
goodness.
goes. Nice sack there. Number 20 comes up. Cornerback blitz. Barber gets him and brings him down for a loss.
He had one pass blocker in front of him,
Ooh.
just let the man go, and huge sack for 6-yard loss.
Not sure why he got out of the pocket there. I don't know if that was designed, but it's looking like the pocket was pretty solid, and he just ran out of his blocking. 2nd and long, 16 yards to go. Back goes Pajak. Again, throws it in the middle. It's not going anywhere. Well defended by Tyler Highfield, the free safety.
Yeah, some kind of short hook or curl route. And really, if you have linebackers playing zone at that exact area, it's going to be tough trying to make that catch, with those linebackers breathing down your neck.
3rd and 16. Last time they got a first down on 3rd and long. Let's see if they can do it again. Pull some magic out here with 2 minutes and 22 seconds left in the half. This is the wide receiver to motion to the bottom of the screen. Doesn't look like they're going to be putting any pressure on. Looks like they're just going to sit back, Mark, and try and defend them deep. Back goes Pajak. Throws it over the middle. Oh, did he catch that? Oh my gosh, Evan Parker. What a catch. What a way to place his body, Mark.
Incredible. I mean, the 3rd and long offense of Anchorage has been spectacular. Probably doesn't help the Cougars that running man against these 4 incredible wide receivers has been burning them, but Pajak makes them pay.
We're at the 2-minute warning, and I don't know. Drizzy, the cornerback for Philadelphia, was covering, and I don't know if he could have done anything different. It was great coverage. I mean, maybe he could have hit the receiver a little bit, but maybe dance on the edge of PI. But, man, it was decent coverage downfield. Just put the ball where only the wide receiver could get it. And here we are, 2 minutes left in the half. Back goes Pajak at the 34-yard line. Let's see if they can get some points up. Draw up the middle. 4 yards, 2nd and 6. And is he getting up? He's getting up. Good. Tim's having a good first half, my friend.
Pretty good first half. I mean, just by the eye test, you can tell he has been working in the gym, in the training room, and the weight room, and very well prepared to perform here tonight.
Right, 2nd and 6, just barely outside the 30, and draw play up the middle. Another decent run. The 1-2 punch is working for Anchorage. Osmosis this time gets him a first down, and they're knocking at the door.
It was either Harrison Kilgore or one of the defensive line just got pancaked there. And that was the open door for Tim, or was that Osmosis with the kid?
I think that was Osmosis up the middle.
Okay. But yeah, what a run.
I know you're testing me, Mark. It's okay.
I'm testing myself to see if I remember.
1st and 10. Draw play up the middle. This time it's Tim, and gets a couple yards, and we got a timeout.
Yep, and it looks like they might start hurrying it up here, Charles. Calling the first time out. None of these draw plays anymore, but I've been made to look funny on stream. That's true. We've seen an end zone pick by the Cougars.
3 wide look at a shotgun.
Ooh, dropping deep on the left or right side.
At the pass, almost intercepted. Not the best pass of Pajak tonight. And it looked like number 20, Rondé Barber. Another good play by Barber.
Yeah, basically at the right place at the right time. Just not the right gloves. He needs to get stickier ones. And ask the equipment crew to give him better catching.
Here we go, 3rd and 6. Got shotgun with 3 wide. Goes Pajak. In the middle, caught. Past the chains, first down, and Elliott Pope with the reception. Another timeout.
It's almost inevitable. 3rd and something. Throw it to Elliott. Throw it to Tarantino, to Parker. Pajak, we talked about his veteran sense in their previous scoring drive. Even in this 3rd and long series here, incredible.
See what they do here on first down. Through the middle again, just dumps it off. Looks like that was too tight end Singh. And another timeout.
It's the last one of the half. They're gonna be just gonna be go, go, go.
See if they dial it up. Well, not dial it up. It's from the 8-yard line. Let's see if they try and put it in the end zone on this play, Mark. I'm thinking they're lining up in shotgun. Yes, 3 wide. Back in shotgun formation. Motion to the top of the screen. Let's see if they are showing man on defense. Plenty of time. Back goes Pajak. A little bit of pressure in the middle. Caught.
Oh, nice.
Fighting for the first down,
nice.
but just gets short. 3rd and 1. They can still get a first down, Mark, but they don't have a lot of time.
He's gonna spike it. No, he's gonna throw it to the
Goes in the
outside.
end zone and intercepted. Drew Drizzy with the hands and stops that drive cold, and keeps them from putting points on the board, and that's what you need from your defensive play.
Oh my, what a catch too. Basically a shoelace catch, or I guess a shin guard catch, as it was. He caught it by his shin. That quarterback, it couldn't quite get the number there, but what a play. That defensive
I didn't know where you
interception.
were going with that. I didn't know that could have ended badly. So
Yes.
looking 39 seconds left. Let's see if they try to put the heat up on offense. They're back to pass and hit 95. Halston Weatherton, the defensive end, puts the big sack on Skamizniak.
Speaking of bringing up the heat, it's the defense that brought the heat to Skamizniak. Wow.
Is 2nd down and a mile. With only a handful of seconds left in this first half. Was Skamizniak? No, it's a draw play up the middle. Maybe they're content to run this one out. 3rd and 8 with 28 seconds, and they're still ticking the clock off.
Yep, and you're right. They're probably just headed to the locker room here. Maybe do one final play, as they do have all timeouts, but more play clock than game clock.
They're doing the Vancouver formation here at empty. Back to pass. All the defenders downfield, and
It is
caught
good.
by McBrownski. Not a lot of time left. I think we're going to end this half on that play to McBrownski.
And we get a replay before the clock ends.
Skamizniak was
pass.
74 yards and an interception, and that ends the first half where the home team Anchorage in this bright sunlight is winning the game so far 7-0, but this is a defensive battle as well. What stood out to you in the first half, Mark?
I mean, it felt like it's been mostly Anchorage as far as the offense goes. Charles, I tell you what, this is probably one of the most electric 0-7 ball games I've ever seen at the halftime. It's just fireworks on offense, and then a last-minute turnover. Both teams marching down the field to turn it over at the last second.
That shows you that the defense does not get too upset if there's some success early on the drive. They tighten it up as it gets close to the goal line and shut it down. What kind of adjustments do you think we should be seeing from either side?
I mean, as far as Anchorage goes, and you see their player of the half on him, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue giving him the ball, Charles. It's been working. Just gotta clean up those turnovers.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. A lot of runs out of that shotgun formation, and let's see if the defense for Philadelphia maybe puts a couple extra men on the line there as an adjustment. Here we go, the start of the second half. Anchorage up by 7. Hold on tight. Like Mark said, this is one of the most exciting 7-point games I've seen or been a part of. So hold on tight. Let's have some fun. Okay, welcome back. We're starting off the second half here. Thank you for watching tonight. If you get a chance, hit that like button and show some love for the SFL Minor League. We're starting off the second half here. Kick to Philadelphia Cougars. They're receiving, taking the ball up to the 26-yard line. And here we go. Let's see what kind of adjustments they made on offense. It looked like they were showing a pretty conservative formations in that first half, Mark.
Conservative formations and plays for the most part, but there's definitely also signs of a great passing ability here by Skamizniak. The protection not giving him any favors as he's been sacked at least 2 times already tonight, Chuck.
Philadelphia starts out at the 27, short drop. Good protection,
Wow.
good pass downfield to Rojas. He just jumped up there and climbed up the ladder to get that ball.
And maybe that's the halftime adjustment that they needed. Better pass protection, cover for any potential blitzes. It was out of some kind of single back or split back, so they had extra block in the backfield if needed.
First and 10. Defense is making some adjustments pre-snap. Like Philadelphia is as well. See what they do, sending the tight end in motion to the bottom of the screen.
The defense is going everywhere. They're playing music.
Seconds left on the play clock. Back with a snap, a little bit of pressure, gets it down the field, almost caught. Throws it in between three defenders, and Rojas almost pulled that away.
Somehow the defense motion paying off there, as they read whatever play was going to come out of the Chicago playbook here. And sorry, not Chicago, Philadelphia Cougars playbook.
They are at second and 10. Short of the 50. Let's see what they do. Plenty of options here. They're showing a 3-4 defense on the Anchorage side, it looks like. Short drop again. No pressure at all. Throws it downfield. Intercepted by Goska, the number 27, the cornerback for Anchorage.
The rookie joining us here in season 11 for the first time, makes his first career interception. Congratulations to the young guy. Makes it here with a great play, great coverage, as he had the inside leverage on the receiver, meaning he had first contact with the ball. Nice play by the rookie.
All right, yeah, the secondary on both teams really putting on a show tonight. First and 10 at the 31-yard line. Anchorage has the ball in shotgun formation. Elliott Pope in motion to the bottom of the screen. Here we go, back to pass. A little bit of pressure, dumps it off down the middle. Looks like that's to Elliott Pope.
And some great catching here. We'll take a look at Pajak profile here, 62-45. I mean, that's decent heft for a quarterback and decent height to look over your offensive line to make great passes like that.
He's a little on the beefy side.
He is, but it's beefy enough.
But blue makes you look 10 pounds thinner.
That's true. Black and blue does do that.
Second and 4, draw play up the middle. Let's see. Fights for it, doesn't get it. 3rd and 1.
Wow. I mean, the running is great. One of the issues here by the Philadelphia defense is that in these shotgun formations, they tend to line up in some kind of dime or nickel package, and Spajak takes advantage by handing it off here. Now it's against the 4-3 though.
3rd and 1, back to pass, and he is on, brought down by Booger McFarland. I think that's his second sack tonight.
It is, and Pajak hits pay dirt, unprotected, untouched on that sack. He just blitzed through the two offensive linemen.
Yeah, that's got to hurt. You got a defensive tackle right on top of you. Nice stand by Philadelphia. They're getting the ball back on offense. Back to punt, it goes Anchorage. Ball caught about the 25. Only a couple yards return. Let's see what the Cougars got in their pocket.
Yeah, they finally had a decent offensive drive, once again stalled by a turnover. That's the second turnover now on two potentially good offensive series for them.
It seemed to you like both defensive lines are starting to find their way through the blocking schemes?
It definitely does look that way, Charles.
First and 10. Gamizniak with the ball, hands it off.
Oh, nice.
Jesse Fretz is fighting. Didn't look like he was going to go anywhere, but manages to get 4.
Yeah, he just shed Zachary Babineau on the tackle. Babineau had 36 tackles and 6 for loss last season. And Jesse Fretz says, I see those numbers. They don't mean anything to me. Get out of here.
2nd and 6. Wide receivers, 2 backs, short drop, no pressure at all, throws it over the middle.
Oh, so
Just barely out of the hands of tight end Zoma, but Green, inside linebacker for Anchorage, was all over it.
I think this is the second time Zoma was so close at collecting the ball before being hit and letting the ball get jarred loose there. Zoma, one of these times here, is going to get the big one for sure.
Empty look. Misiak looks like he's going to go back and pass. Let's see if they can get a first down here. 3rd and 6. Drops back, gets a little pressure over the middle.
Nice.
Beautiful pass. McBrownski.
Definitely beautiful pass. Essentially just a laser of a throw. And McBrownski, look at this route too. Just breaks inwards and easy catch by him.
Moving the chains. Good drive so far for Philadelphia. Nice mix of plays as well. We got another split back look with 2 wide. Run up the middle. Doesn't look like it's going anywhere. Nice pursuit there by Bobby Green, the inside linebacker.
Yeah, one of the few tackles for loss tonight. It might even be the first one against Philadelphia. I'm sure there have been more, but it's been that rare that it felt like that's the first one.
2nd and 11. The pass, short drop again. Little heat, throws it. Intercepted.
Is it?
Eric Belmont is going. Get down to the 25-yard line. And the wide receiver looked open on that one. Let's see the replay. Just didn't look like that was the best pass of Skamizniak so far tonight.
And Bellman just played the zone well. The corner route looks like it was running towards his zone of protection. And he said, any ball gonna be thrown my way, I'm gonna get easily right place, right time. And this time brings the ball back for his team. Look at this field position, Charles. Already 5 yards away from the red zone.
That's an offensive coach's dream to start the drive off there. Let's see what Pajak does. Draw play up the middle. Gets another 7.
And even in the 4-3 look, the linebackers dropping back in coverage, which is strange the way the run game has been just down the middle. You want to really basically provide more resistance than that.
Tim is over the 100-yard mark here, halfway through the 3rd. 2nd and 3. Anchorage is knocking on the door. Let's see what they do. The pass. Oh, no, another handoff.
Oh.
It was a little delayed handoff there, but that wasn't going anywhere. Brought down in the backfield for a loss. Osmosis with the carry.
And this time, Philadelphia read the counter well as they sent extra coverage at the right side or the left side of the line where Tim was headed, and he got nothing.
3 wide, motion to the top of the screen. 3rd and 6. Into the 5-minute mark. Back to pass. A little bit of pressure there on the outside. Pajak does a 3-mile drop. Down in the middle. Caught. Thrown into the crowd. And who catches that but Kevin Parker?
Again, it's Kevin Parker, Elliott Pope Jr. Those two have been menaces in 3rd downs for Pajak and company. And great target running that inside drag route across everyone, underneath every defender.
They're in the red zone now here, 1st and goal. How Philadelphia can answer. Last time they were down, I believe they got an interception. Let's see if they can go to the well again. Shotgun formation, about 10 seconds left on the play clock. And in motion again, a lot of motion we're seeing here tonight, Mark. A lot of pre-snap adjustments. I'll play up the middle. Let's see what happens. Osmosis fights it. Keeps on going in. Looks almost got in at the 1-inch yard line. Great effort there by, that's Chevy Monte Carlo. My apologies.
The fullback with the carry. and great running. I was also fooled. Looked like it was osmosis with the carry, but apparently
Oh, you're
Monte
just trying
Carlo
to make me
got
feel
toast.
good. I appreciate that, Mark. That's what partners
It,
do.
well, listen, I got my eye surgery a couple of years ago. I think my older eye condition's coming back too.
We go draw play up the middle, delay. This time it works, and this time they put 6 on the board. Touchdown for Tim. What a night for him so far.
Incredible night finally puts the Anchorage Wolves up by 2 scores. Made the defense look silly. They tried to blitz him on the right side of the line, but he went left.
That was a close. I mean, he just barely got past the past the goal line on that play.
True.
For the extra point to make it 14-0. So far, Anchorage is holding tight. They've had a couple really good drives in the first and second half, resulting in points. Other than that, it's been a defensive battle.
It's definitely been a defensive battle. Probably more accurately, it's been a turnover battle as both defenses yielding yards for the opposing offense. It's just that they're always ready to turn the ball over.
Nice return by Jones for Philadelphia. Cougars come out. Miziak is ready to go. Let's see what he's got up his sleeve.
Well, whatever he's got up his sleeve, he's got to start, bringing out every new trick he has in there because he got a quarter and 3 minutes to try to score 14 points to tie Charles. And the way the game has been going, with the way they've been turning the ball over, it's basically risk it, and so far, no biscuit.
First and 10 from the 30. Run play, off tackle,
Okay.
decent run, gets a couple yards, 4. That's Jesse Fretz.
Fretz gets a nice block from his fullback, a little bit at the second level. Will pick up 4 yards, but nice opening by the line, too.
So far, so good. We're looking at 2nd and 6. Doing a lot of the same formations. Both teams are doing this. Not a lot of new formations on the field so far. 2nd and 6. Another run up the middle. Fights for it. Doesn't get anything. Brought down by Zachary Babineau.
Yep, involved in almost all run coverages to bring down number 33 of the Cougars.
And 6. I would say this is a big 3rd down for Philadelphia at this point. They got to get something going.
For sure.
Back to pass. 4 down line rush. Doesn't get anywhere. It was intended. Queen Jackson looks like it just hit the pads and then hit the deck.
Queen Jackson, the player from the dev team from OKC in the Pro League, her first target of the game, it seems like, or at the very least, she's been, non-consequential for this offense. That's her first look at the ball.
Okay, Anchorage is getting the ball back here with a couple minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Turns the ball for about 2, maybe 3, starting off at the 34-yard line. And it looks like, so far, the offensive play calling for Anchorage, even though they're showing a lot of shotgun, I think they've got some plays in there that can eat up some time.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, especially the way they like to run it out of shotgun means that the clock's going to keep going down here, Charles, especially out of this formation. This has been a mostly run formation at first down.
It's making them show 4-3 on D. Draw play up the middle. Another decent run. Does a little shimmy there. Gets 4 out of the run. And we're looking at 2nd and 6.
It looks like number 53, Nick Fargo. They're coming from DC in the Pro League. One of the better, defensive players here in the dev team with the Cougars today, making that big tackle.
2nd and 6. Coming up on the 2-minute mark in the 3rd. Another delayed draw up the middle. That is osmosis for the first down. Nice run. Nice blocking. Wow. Mark, I'm telling you, they're built to grind some time out.
Absolutely. And I just can't give enough praises to this offensive line. Whether, the minimum they have to do is just hold the defensive line in place. And they do more than that. They just part the Red Sea, as they say. And it's just easy running for these 2 halfbacks in Anchorage's offense.
1st and 10. Clock is ticking. Another draw play up the middle, and another decent run by Tim. 5 yards add to his total. He's already passed 100. He's got 1 touchdown on the books. He's a really good game here for the rookie. Second and 5. The draw play up the middle. Decent run, making it a 3rd and 2. And this is dig your heels in time now for that defense, Mark.
Yep. Get the defense out of the field here. You're preventing them from getting within scoring position. And I'm going to bet my left kidney that this is going to be a draw play.
Oh, your kidney. Okay. All right.
Oh,
you can't tell, so I think
well,
you're going to lose a kidney on that one, my friend.
All right, I'm down 1 kidney.
McFarland with another sack. Another example where he just totally makes the offensive line whiff.
Yep, great sack, by the way. Number 92. Once again, McFarland. I think, was it the 2nd sack, Charles?
Yep, I think at least 2.
At least 2, okay.
I remember saying booger once before.
I say booger every day. So.
Back to punt. Really good punt. It's the ball to the
my.
8-yard line, and they are deep in their own hole. And the offense for the Philadelphia Cougars, Skamizniak, is going to have to show a lot here and have to go a long, long way. 1st and 10 on the 8-yard line. 2 wide, 2 back split.
5 of the line for Anchorage.
Some heat. Stands in there. Great catch by McBrownski. He's been showing up tonight.
He hangs onto that ball as he gets knocked from his knees. Basically what kind of move do you call it? Like a shin tackle or whatever? I'm using shin again.
We are approaching the end of the 3rd quarter. Get your 4s up, everybody. I'm Charles Doherty. I'm in the booth with Mark Lopez. We're having a great time. We hope you are as well. Anchorage is up 14-0. We're starting off the 4th quarter here, and it's time for the Philadelphia Cougars to show us what they got. First and 10. Excuse me, not 1st and 10. Sorry. First play of the 4th, I meant to say. 3-4 look out of Anchorage. Run up the middle. 1st down. Good run. Move the chains.
Yep, it's a start. They need 2 scoring drives here back to back and a good defensive series to follow this one. But I don't know about you, Charles. I feel like they gotta increase the speed. They don't feel that urgent.
It's good though when they take 4 off, but need to put. They're at the point now where they're going to need to start pushing it a little deeper downfield. I agree with you. With 9:26 left, it's 2nd and 6. Ball is at just barely past the 25-yard line. Another run up the middle. Curious, not going really anywhere. Stop 3rd and 5, and they're looking at a passing situation here, and time is not their friend.
No, it is not. That's already 1 minute down in the quarter, and they are still inside their 30-yard line.
At the pass. No pressure at all. Good protection, but downfield coverage by Anchorage was just spot on. Number 54, Babineau. Great coverage and great way to stop that drive, and it looks like they're getting the ball back, unless they go for it here.
Babineau again making his presence known. I mean, if not for Bellman's 2 interceptions, I think Babineau would have been defensive player of the game with how involved he is in everything.
Definitely leading that defense, taking charge. Anchorage is back to receive the punt. Decent hang time, and maybe a yard, maybe 2 out of that. I'll give you 2 because I'm feeling nice. It looks like Anchorage is going to be taken over at the 35-yard line. They've got control of the con here with 8 minutes and 43 seconds, and I'm maybe expecting a lot of what we saw on that last series where they just kind of ran and took some chunks off the clock.
Well, Charles, I need to make my kidney back, so I'm gonna bet my second kidney that this is a draw play.
Uh, Another draw. Couple yards. Didn't look like it was going to go
Mhm.
anywhere, but Tim was able to, add two to it.
And that keeps the
Hey,
clock going.
no, here we go. It's ticking away. Second and 8. I'm betting a shotgun formation. Oh, yep. So my kidney is safe for another down. Draw play up the middle. Osmosis
Ooh.
with a couple. Looking at 3rd and 6. I mean,
Yeah.
you're one of the best offensive, if not the best offensive coaches in the league. What do you do here on 3rd and 6?
Well, I tell you what, third down doesn't seem to be an issue for Pajak and company. I look for my targets that have been converting well, Elliot Pope Jr. and Kevin Parker. And this has been the formation where they've been converting those third downs when you have both of those players out there. They even have Sanj Singh to pass. Pajak?
That's a long drop back and caught by Singh. Put him at the tight end in motion. Got open downfield. And Sammy Seatbelt, the third, was the only one stopping him from pay dirt.
He had time. Pajak had all the time for Singh to run his route, and that man coverage, the deeper Singh goes, the more open he gets because there's no extra help.
That was a veteran call there to put that tight end in motion to the top of the screen on that call.
Hmm.
1st and 10 with 7 minutes and some change on the clock. Another draw play up the middle. Osmosis. It's a couple. We're looking at 2nd and 6.
Oh
And
boy,
Mark's looking for his kidney, and we're at 2nd
I
and
found
6
it. I
right
found
now.
it.
And he found it. Just under 7 minutes. Clock is ticking away. They are past the 50, just past the 40-yard line. Taking all the time in the world, letting that clock milk down. Another draw play up the middle. Well, he's still fighting for it. 3rd and 1. And this is a big defensive stance here for the defense for Philadelphia. If they're going to tie this game up, there's plenty of time for them, but they got to start doing some things quickly.
Yeah, 3rd and 1 here, and it feels inevitable the way on Tim is averaging 5.8 yards per carry. Split backs, pro set here, and even if you have 7 in the box, look at this. Run
Nice
wide
run.
open.
The blocking is pretty stout so far here late in this fourth quarter. It's not late, but late in this first oh my gosh, I can't speak. Late in the second half is what I'm trying to say. I'm still thinking about your kidney.
Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate the concern.
I'm worried about you, man. Back goes Pajak. Another deep drop.
Oh!
It's the wide receiver, not able to hang on. This time, Singh was not able to bring it into those big mitts.
Yes, and well, probably a lucky break for Philadelphia. This actually stops the clock.
Yep, definitely. 2nd and 10. 3 wide. 1 back in the backfield. If they go draw again, no. That goes Ajax in the middle, almost intercepted. Looked like Nick Fargo had a shot at that one.
Almost here, but it's 3rd and long again, Charles, and it seems like we're just beating the drum over and over. Paycheck, it feels like he has the answer to everything. The man with a plan.
Do you go for the first down, or you just run it and try and take some more time off?
I think with more than 5 minutes to go, they might try to go for the first down still to keep
Okay.
the chains going.
Back goes Pajak. It's a little heat. He's got to get rid of it. Down the middle. Oh, did he catch it? He caught it.
How?
Unbelievable. Joey Hightower with the grab deep into Philadelphia territory.
Beautiful. It's just a post route against the zone defense, and it wasn't even the most crowded zone defense, and so took advantage of the zone. Pajak basically had all the time to throw that as well.
1st and goal. Play up the middle. There goes Tim. There goes 2 or 3 yards. 1st and goal. We're approaching the 5-minute mark.
Nick Fargo met Tim right down the middle and almost cleaved him in half.
I know. He's Tim is 5'10", 180. He's, he's not very heavy. Ball play up the middle, goes in, almost into the end zone. Another play where they get right at the 1 inch line there. Osmosis this time.
So it's given Tim a chance to get his second touchdown of the game. Might be even his third. I wouldn't be surprised if this is his fourth, but there's only 14 points on the board.
3rd and goal. 4 minutes and 23 seconds on the clock. Delayed
Oh
draw
my
play,
God.
and another touchdown for Tim up the middle. What an impressive drive for Anchorage. We thought they were going to try and take some time off the clock. Boy, did they, but they also added 7.
The hallmark of, perfect offense is you gotta have the ability to keep the chains going, because as important a touchdown is, a first down is, in my opinion, equally important. They got all the first downs they needed to get eventually to the end zone to put 7 more points above Philly. What a drive.
21-0. This is a deep hole for the Cougars, and we're going to see what quarterback for Philadelphia, Niesniak, has in this is a good testing ground for him to see what he can do here. Being down by 3 scores.
Need a miracle.
Rich is back to kick. 4 minutes and 18 seconds left on the clock. Ball is received at the 6-yard line. Off we go. Past the 30 to the 35. He's still going.
This is what they needed.
Past midfield. He's still going. Trying to catch him. Will they catch him? I don't think so.
Oh.
All the way to the end zone. And he stepped out.
Goodness.
What happened there?
I think, oh gosh, Sanders needs to go back to tightrope school. Couldn't
He just
walk
run
the
out of bounds?
tightrope. He did. Tackler's not even close.
Unbelievable.
Oh.
Barely did. Holy smokes, that was a toenail. That's the weirdest play I've ever seen. I don't know if I've ever seen that before.
Basically, the red carpet to the end zone.
That's crazy.
And the toe steps out of bounds.
Oh, yeah, we wanted Philadelphia to respond, and they sure did on the special teams side. Now Skamizniak has got it perfectly there on the 6-yard line. See if they can put some points up. Back he goes into the end zone and just over the hands of McBrownski.
Brownski was actually running a great corner route because the cornerback who was potentially in that zone dropped down to try to catch the ball, but was far from making the catch.
Empty backfield. A little over 4 minutes left. Back goes Skamizniak in the end zone, and he caught it! Number 88, Dallas Sanders. Pretty quiet all night, but gets the big score here late in the 4th.
I mean, what a catch. Dallas Sanders had to jump to make that catch and secure the ball there. Makes sure that this is no longer another end zone interception. Says finally points on the board.
Yeah, as a former coach myself, you got to get some points on the board. But they put themselves in position here. There's a lot of time, but the cards need to fall exactly how in a perfect way for them to get 14 points back on the board. So, they took a step in the right direction.
Need plenty of those cards to fall the right way, and it starts here with this onside kick.
Here we go, onside kick. 2 minutes and 58 seconds, down by 2 scores, and it is up. Who's going to get it?
Oh no, it's Anchorage.
Oh, Anchorage got it. Number 49 with the mitts on that one. Brought it in, and so it was a gasp there. That was a battle, a scrum in the middle. That's probably the one place I don't want to be, is right there fighting for the ball.
That is true. I myself would get crushed there.
That was Jason Witten with the good hands. Here we are, 3 minutes and 55 seconds. Good field position for Anchorage on the 34-yard line. Tight end in motion to the top of the screen.
Blitz
They're
from the
showing
right
some
side.
heat in the middle. They're sending a couple blitzers. Delayed draw. Here we go.
Wow.
Tim's going. He's
Oh!
going. He could go all the way to the 10, to the 5, and just
so
stopped by Drew Drizzy, just short of the goal line. Holy smokes, what a play.
That was a great play. The defense was loaded up on the right side of the line. If you're looking at it from Anchorage's point of view, you saw right there everyone blitzing from the right side. So Tim said, "Your left side's wide open. Let me walk and scoot right over there." He picks up plenty of yards, and I saw Ryan Davis and Guy Clausen in chat saying, "We got to remove that play because it's been getting blown up." Man, keep it in there. It's been working wonders for you guys.
Did you see the guard, Rose Steele, run downfield and take out the
Yes, he
safety?
did. That was incredible.
That was amazing. First and goal, 3 minutes and some change on the clock. Another play with the tight end in motion at the top of the screen. One back in the backfield. Draw play up the middle. Osmosis dives into the end zone. Touchdown. Anchorage.
Well, when Philly thought that they answered back, here comes Anchorage once again saying, "Well, we'll do you one better. How about another thing?"
That was a good way to respond. I mean, wow. Philly had some light, in the tunnel, and Anchorage just stepped on the lighter.
Yep.
And the extra point to make it 28-7. And that was quick, though. I mean, that's the one, if you want to be judgmental, you could say they scored too quickly. There's still 3 minutes on the board.
That is true.
Anchorage back for the kickoff. Last series took about 3 seconds.
Sure felt that way.
Philly with the kickoff return. Up the middle. Thought
Maybe.
we were going to run. Thought we were going to get another breakaway, but not bad putting the ball on the 37-yard line for Philadelphia.
Jason Witten recovered the ball in the onside kick. Will also make the tackle here, as we see in the replay. And these special teams players are doing their job too as well for Anchorage.
We've seen some pretty standout special teams plays. Looking at 1st and 10, still haven't gone past the 3-minute mark. I think I've been saying 3 minutes and some change for the last half hour. Ball's on the 37-yard line, empty look, short drop, no pressure at all.
Wow.
Nice dump off to Victor Rojas, and they are in hurry up. Still showing empty. Like the defense for Anchorage is back in coverage. Throws it deep downfield, and no, not there. Good coverage by number 42 of Anchorage. It's Bobby Green. Inside linebacker.
Returning player. And what great coverage as he had to fall back deep. That was a laser thrown his way, and he makes a good stop.
In the look with 4 wide. Back goes the quarterback, and it is caught. Thrown in between 2 receivers. I believe that was Jackson on the catch. Hurry up offense still going. Moving down the field, just barely tipped.
Oh!
Holy smokes, McBrownski still grabs onto it.
This is a good formation.
Yeah, it's working. Another short drop, dumps it off again. Rojas with the catch, gets a handful of yards, approaching the 2-minute mark. I just say just keep going as many as you can before that 2-minute mark. Drops again in the middle, intended for Rojas. Good coverage by Bobby Green again.
Yep, Bobby Green involved actually in almost all those plays except for the one caught by McBrownski earlier. He has been trying to deflect those passes, finally deflect another.
Another empty look at Philadelphia. 3rd and 6. There's a wide receiver in motion to the top of the screen. We got 3 to the top, to the bottom with the tight end. Back to pass. Little rush and caught by Queen Jackson just past the 10-yard line, and they're knocking at the door at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left.
Well, they got the fire there, Charles. You just gotta not turn it over.
Right. Going shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers. pass. Will rush. Right into a crowd of defenders. Timeout called by Philadelphia.
Yeah, I don't, I don't mind the timeout because if they didn't have another quick play out of that formation, then it would have been what wasted 10 or 15 seconds here.
In the back look with two wide to the top, one to the bottom. And then in motion, if they can put it in. I think they're going to need to put it in here on this play.
So coverage in the goal line.
The pass short, drop, gets some heat, throws it over the middle, and just barely dropped by Queen Jackson in the end zone.
Very close to some sort of PI with how physical that play was as far as the cornerback and the wide receiver went. They got another chance. They got 2 more chances to put 6 more on the board.
Shotgun formation, 4 wide. 3rd and goal with 1 minute 53 seconds. In the end zone, caught. Set 6 points on the board. Sanders. McBrownski with the catch.
I think you're right. 88, Dallas Sanders.
Oh, I'm sorry.
With the catch.
Ended 8. Sorry. My head's on a swivel, and I missed that one. Just checking. Now I lost a kidney.
Well, that means we just gotta try to get 1 back here, Charles. And the next.
Here we go. Another onside kick for for the viewers' entertainment. 2-point lead by Anchorage here with 1 minute and 50 seconds left. See what kind of excitement we can see on this onside kick.
You got 2 minutes. The chance to return that.
Here we go.
Oh, short.
Ball is up in the air, fighting for it. We have a flag. It's normally on the kicking team. Looks like they're going to move it back. Legal onside kick. Ball will now be on the 25-yard line. That's not good for Philadelphia, obviously. This is when they can potentially have a pretty good return and put some more points on the board. Let's see what happens here. Here we go. Ball is up in the air, bouncing, caught.
Wow.
Decent return. Okay. Number 21 for Anchorage brings that in. And that, my friend, is Derek Ross.
A leaping catch by the corner. Looking like a wide receiver out there in special teams.
Yeah, and they, the special teams, I mean, we've given a lot of praise for the Philadelphia special teams, but, so far, Anchorage on the onside kicks has been doing what they need to do, and they're in good position here on the 24-yard line with 1 minute and 46. Back in shotgun. Back to pass. Oh, delayed handoff.
Elder again.
Tim again for 4 yards. I think this is Philadelphia's last timeout, if I'm tracking correctly.
It might be, and it's a first down that Anchorage needs, Charles, and it's game over.
It's definitely game over if they get the first down here. Back in shotgun. See if they bring some heat. Another delayed handoff up the middle. Tim is fighting, and Tim, does he get it? No, just short. 3rd and inches.
Oh, 1 more. Okay.
1 more time. That was short. Here we go. Big defensive stand here for Philadelphia. See what they can do.
Looks like it might be the counter play here. This is the formation. Oh, no. A shotgun ace look. Okay.
Wide receiver at the top of the screen goes in motion to the bottom. We got 2 wide at the bottom. It doesn't look like they're bringing the heat. They got 4 down linemen on defense. It is a delayed handoff, and it is short. 4th and 1, Mark.
Finally, the defense pays off against the 3rd down shenanigans of Anchorage, and almost feels like a rare missed 3rd down.
It just seems like that play takes a while to develop. You have to have absolutely perfect blocking on that one.
Mm-hmm. Perfect blocking and great speed by your running back, which, they're definitely going to want to work on.
33-yard field goal by Joe Garfield. Let's see if that is through the uprights. It is. 31-14. And we've got at least one more possession for Philadelphia to see if they can put some more points on the board.
And they're going to be running that that possession with no timeouts here. 53 to go.
53 seconds left. And we're going to they're going to have to do some quick strikes here. It's almost near, I hate to say it, but it's almost near impossible, I think, at this point of the game. Oh, received at the 5-yard line. Another decent return up to the 32-yard line. 48 seconds left. Not a bad position to set the offense up. Look, I know we still have some time left, but what's anything stand out to you so far in this game?
Well, as far as the passing goes for the Cougars, there's evidence that they can pass it downfield. They got weapons. They got Rojas McBrownski, right? Even Queen Jackson, even Sanders with the previous touchdowns. That was an incomplete pass there, but it may be a loss here. But as a coach, I might just look at the playbook and say we just ran the ball too conservative. We played the ball too conservatively. Let us try to make the most out of our weapons.
Yeah, they definitely have some weapons. I think they've got one of the best wide receiving corps in the league. 45 seconds left. Back to pass. Short drop. Oh, what a good pass there to Queen Jackson. Just barely over outstretched hand and a good placement.
We're on the corner route. Beautiful.
Stops the clock with 32 seconds left. Here we go. 2nd and 10. An empty backfield, 5 wide. See if they bring that. I'd bring the heat on this one, Mark, but that's just me. But they get back in coverage, throw it over the middle. It looked like that was tipped by the defender, 29 Eric Belmont.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they intend to provide any heat. I think they want to just keep those passes in front of them, drop deep in coverage, and just let the Cougars beat themselves with the clock.
3rd and 10 with 29 seconds left. Empty look. Back again. All the time in the world. It looks like we got
okay. Free timeout.
Here we go. 1st and 10. They still got a shot to put some points up.
Let's see here. I mean, he did impede him. Question is, was the ball catchable? He did. Probably inconsequential penalty there, as he got 17 points to try to make up for 26 left on the board.
That's right. 26 left, down by 17. Ball just past the 50-yard line. Back to pass. Goes down. Oh, caught. Nice throw again. Another good throw. And another great catch by Rojas tonight. 15 seconds. They stopped the clock. Now we're at 14 seconds. I think they got to start maybe looking at going a little bit deeper to see if they can get at least one more score.
Yeah, on the bright side, they got those empty sets, which is what they're going to line up here with to try to get the ball deep.
I think I know somebody that likes empty sets. I can't. Name escapes me though.
Let that guy be a mad scientist.
Empty set, back to pass. Throws it to the outside, caught by Rojas. Stays in bounds.
Or Rojas. Yeah.
And the clock is ticking. May not get the snap off. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Oh, just barely stopped with 1 second left. A little bit of excitement left here late in the 4th with 1 second left. See if they can push it in the end zone.
Just run your go routes. Everyone go vertically. And then if I'm Anchorage, everyone on they're just going to kick a field goal.
Okay. That's one way to do it. And the ball is up. It looks like that is good. Sophia Peaches puts 3 on the board, 39-yard field goal, and that is the end of the game. Anchorage, new to the league, but so far they're undefeated. 1-0, beating the Philadelphia Cougars at home in a bright evening sky, 31-17. All right, who gets the game balls, Mark?
It's, I mean, it's a great game by Anchorage overall, Charles. It's offensively, they were just spectacular. The running game, might be my favorite part of the offense. So Tim would get my game ball. But honestly, Pajak with those third down, spectacular showing 17 of 12, or sorry, 12 of 17 third down converted. That's an insane percent.
I'd definitely give the ball to Tim. What about on the defensive side?
I mean, Belmont was crazy at coverage, a little quiet at the end there, but he had 2 picks to his name, couple tackles, especially again making those catches hard, and he would be my defensive player off the ball game.
Yeah, I don't want to be too too easy here, but I'd give it to that secondary, because when I was looking at this before the game started, that wide receiver core of Philadelphia looks scary, and they were able to keep him in check pretty much most of the game. And my friend, it was great doing the game with you. Thank you all for watching, and have a great evening. We got another game coming up later tonight, and who do we got playing, Mark?
We got the 2 remaining teams who have yet to play a game in this season. It is San Diego versus Birmingham, the debut of the Birmingham team here in
We've got Jesse
the
Fritz's
minors.
play-by-play and DJ Kilgannon. It's bound to be a fun time. Thank you all for watching, and have a great night, and stay tuned for the next game at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Good night, everybody.
Yeah.